I know when the truth comes to you, it comes to me. When it comes against you or it comes against me, it doesn't come on its own. Whatever truth is or wherever truth comes from, it doesn't come to us on its own. It comes from the source of whatever true goodness is, whatever true truth is. Whatever truth is. Down here, everyone has their own truths. I've said that before. I have my own truths. I'm entitled to them. Like you're entitled to yours, and everyone else, they're entitled to theirs, and that's truth, It's in our own pockets as we walk through this life. But I know whatever the source of all truth is, it brings home to us factual truth through things that can't be denied, and usually it's against us, and because we want to be right, because we're afraid to be embarrassed, humiliated, shown to be thoughtless at times, shown to be fragile at times, shown to be just human, fallible creatures, people who don't know everything. We can't know everything. If this is all I can see with my eyes right now, then there's no telling what's behind that door right there, or behind that window right there, right? Or this window. Well, I can see through the window, but this window is shaded. I don't know what's on the other side of that shade. It's impossible for me to know. There could be a clown dancing. There could be a naked woman behind here waving me forward. I can't see her, so I'm not going in. And if there was a clown behind there and he was waving me in, I wouldn't go for sure because I don't really like clowns. Even though I'm a clown myself half the days of this life I'm living or whatever. But I don't know what's behind that door. I don't know what's behind the corner, so it's proof. It's factual proof. I don't know everything. But those things that are brought to me that I can see, they don't come on their own. They're sent forth to me on purpose, for a higher purpose than just to come and make a presentation of themselves or itself. It's a trial and a test to see what I do, whether I have integrity or not. If I say I have integrity, what will I do with this truth, these facts? Will I own them, even though I'm fearful of the consequences of owning them? Even though I'm human, so I'm afraid of being embarrassed by people, will I try to hide like the rest of everyone else? Will I try to cover them up? Will I try to deny them? Use every excuse available in my mind that I can conjure up or put together in a fast amount of time so that people's judgments may be swayed from using their reason, judgments based on reason to, judgments based on, popular opinion and like of another person, or that's my family, or that's my people, or all that bullshit, or I'm a woman, or I'm a man, or I'm a blood, or I'm a crip, or I'm a fucking Nazi, or I'm a fucking heathen, or whatever, Whatever a person claims to be, I don't follow any law. I'm a rebel and a fucking a wrath unto mankind. So every other fucking anarchist I side with, regardless, It's my duty as a person, I believe in my own belief, and it's my right to have my belief. I'm not a heathen. A heathen is a person who lives for hedonistic tendencies, just pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. What pleasures the self, Being right all the time pleasures the self. That's a heathen, a heathenistic person. I'm not talking about a pagan who worships multiple gods. No, a heathen is a person that goes after pleasure nonstop. Their comfortability, those things that make them comfortable. Does owning your shit make you comfortable when you're in the wrong? No. It doesn't fucking bring comfort for no one. I don't care who you are, even a righteous, fucking patient, strong-willed person. If they make mistakes, and they're going to make mistakes because they're human, when they're brought truths that are brought forth to the public, You think it's comfortable owning up to that shit? No. But something inside them, based on the training that they've had in life, they put themselves to a certain test, or they were brought that certain test and they marched past the line that usually people stay away from. I'm going to own my shit. They've done it so many times it becomes natural habit almost, and they do it again even though it's painful, and even though it hurts, and even though you're humiliated, even though you're angry, because you have to do this, and people are going to start making judgments on you even though the majority of them do the same things that you do. But they're just hiding. They hide with each other. That's what cockroaches do. And what do cockroaches do when you turn on the light? Why do you think I use that analogy so much, cockroaches? As soon as you turn on the light, what do cockroaches do in your home if you have cockroaches? Do they stand there bravely and fucking challenge you, the owner of the home? I'm going to stand up to this boot. Think they do that? No. They get their little cockroach buddies and they scamper. They scurry. They hide. They go back into the darkness. That's where their comfort levels are. It's they're in the darkness. They love the darkness. But I can be a cockroach. I've been a cockroach many times in life. That's honesty. That's integrity. I've done many things in life. Every enemy that I've ever had that's confronted me with something, I can't pretend as though I'm better than them, because I've done pretty much the same or worse than most of them have done in their lives. Difference is I own my shit. If you confront me with something and you want an easy one battle with me, and I'm willing to own my shit, and that's for anybody. It ain't gonna be an easy battle. For a man, if you ain't coming wholehearted with this shit and you just attack me, I'm gonna fight you till we die. I'm gonna fight you until I fall and can't get up no more. I'm not the biggest person or the strongest person or the most skilled or experienced in war and battle that's ever lived, but I've done enough to know that I'm capable. And I'm going to try to fucking hurt you for real. And if there's more than one, if I feel threatened for real, I'm going to try to kill you so I don't die. A woman, I don't play into women's games. I don't. Women's games are so easy to spot, that whole aggression thing and the whole let's get loud and be rude and all that. As soon as you do that, I leave. I make it a scene to leave, or if we're in a private, I'll play whatever game, whatever role I have to. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I'm gone. I don't have to explain a thing. You're a danger to me. I'm getting the hell away from you. If you pressure me, if you try to humiliate me, if you try to slander, if you try to set me up, if you try to spread lies, it's my duty to myself, because I'm willing to own my shit in this world. It's my duty to myself to fight you. I'm not going to fight you with this. That's not my way anymore. Years ago, I made that mistake and I ended up in prison for it. People who know me. I learned. I'm a person that's very, very fucking smart and intelligent. In many ways. Other ways, not so. Sometimes my judgment sucks too, like going off into certain places and doing stupid things and finding consequence. I still do. But Geechee's protected me from major consequence though. I've been out of prison since 2013. Many of you have been in prison just like me. You want to make judgments? How many times did you go back? How many times did you relapse and fucking not be able to get off? Are you still using? Are you able to get off just like that? Why not? You're better than me. You're stronger than me. You're more moral than me, more honest than me. You've seen me do it. I've broadcasted my weaknesses so many times. So many times. I'm not saying I'm invincible. I'm not saying I'm infallible. What I'm saying is I own my shit. And because of that, I'm helped, because I know why I'm supposed to own my shit. Like Allah says in the Quran, فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ وَاشْكُرُوا لِي وَلَا تَكْفُرُونَ. He says, فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ. So remember me, and I will remember you. وَاشْكُرُوا لِي, and give thanks to me. وَلَا تَكْفُرُونَ. وَلَا تَكْفُرُونَ or وَلَا تَكْفُرُونِي, which means, and do not deny me. I don't deny him. When he puts factual proof and evidence of my own wrongdoings and conduct in front of me, it's my duty to own it, because I'm Mujahid, because I'm Mujahid. I've said that. I've done many things. I've spread lies. I've fucking killed people. I've done all type of shit in life. I fucking robbed people. I fucking sold drugs. I fucking hurt women before in my past, emotionally and physically years ago in domestic situations. I've owned all that. I paid for it. Why do you think he allows me so many escapes? And I use those escapes in those situations to make lessons for others. Not to put myself on a pedestal. My enemies keep coming over and over again. I'm not despairing of it. Yeah, it's boring and it's annoying and I'm tired of it. I'd rather have a normal life and be settled than I'm trying, people. But at the same time, while you come, I am what I am. And I tell you to your face, I'm smarter than you. I'm smarter than you because I don't use your tactics. The whole and lying, and I don't do that. I walk away, or I use a phone to record things. I don't cuss. I don't threaten. Even for men, I don't threaten you straight. If you come to me on some bullshit, we're going to talk straight. If you threaten me in front of people, I'm going to try to get away. I'm going to try to move around. Why? Because most of the men I've encountered on that enemy time are cowards. They want to get you out in the public and jump you and do all that stuff. And that's their way because they're scared to go to the death because they know they're wrong for what they're doing. They're not willing to die for what they're doing. They're not. I've proven it. In this city, I've proven it. On the reservation, I've proved it plenty of times. Those fuckers are not ready to die for what they're doing out there. Those criminals, they're not. You think a person's ready to die because they fucking... I don't want to go into that. But females, if you come at me with some bullshit, I'm going to give you your right. I'm walking away. That's my right. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't have to fucking prove a point to you. I don't have to fucking justify any of my own points. I don't. Not with you. Once I know what you're on, if I've done nothing to you, if I've done only what's considered good to you, if I've gifted you things, if I've been soft with you, if I've been courteous, if I've been, uplifting, if I've been encouraging all those things, if I've done that and you still want to come at me with games because you're so broken from whatever your life's been, and I feel sorry for that. I feel pity for you. It's not pitiful, but you're pitiable because you don't know any better. You've been harassed and you've been traumatized. Good. But that doesn't mean you get to play with me. I ain't gonna beat your ass. I'm leaving. I have that right. I don't have the time to play teacher with you. That's with any of you. If you don't know already and you're grown, and I don't mess with kids, I don't talk to children, I don't talk to little girls. If you're a grown woman and you don't know any better how to act, how to mind another person's boundaries, if you can't accept no, if you have to play games and connive and try to set people up and call police for no reason and stuff, if I see that coming, I leave. But I've got evidence already gathered against you. I've got evidence. Most of my evidence is in my conduct. Other evidence is this phone. Everything I keep, every single record I keep every text message, I keep everything. I don't use it with a way to destroy you just because I'm battling with you. I don't want you in my life anyway. But if you come at me in war in any type, I'm going to war back for the sake of my children and my own freedom because I've been to prison for fucking years. You're a fucking woman. You ain't no fucking challenge to me unless you come at the blind side or some shit with a hammer and hit me in the head. You are a woman. I'm a man. You've seen the way I'm built under these clothes. I hit you once, you know what's going to happen. So, me knowing that all that you are really is a bag of emotions and fucking a mouth, why would I go to war with you with this? What challenge are you to me? You're not. I have to leave. I'm not making a point with an idiot. If you can't listen to reason, I'm not yelling or cussing or using street words I learned in some fucking rap song like you all do. I'm leaving. If you can't speak like an adult, if you can't use reason and truth instead of lies and just games you've learned throughout life and you never rid yourself growing up, it's pathetic. I'm leaving. And if you harass me, and especially the stealing of my property, I've let go already. Do not talk to me. You can keep it. If you're going to try to extort me to come back, well, tell him he's got to come over himself to get it. And all that stuff, I'm not going over there. I'll bring a police escort perhaps, but they'll just tell me, well, you have to go to civil court for your stuff. But since I have no receipts for old property, that's going to be a failure, so I'm not doing that. And I have no want or need to talk to you anymore. So accept it. You lost. You failed. Your game's failed. You don't get me. You don't get to touch me. I'm not touching you for nothing in the world. I'm not speaking well of you. I'm not speaking ill of you either, other than to say you're immature and you need to grow up. You need to accept things. You need to stop lying, or I will put you on blast. If you present lies and stuff, I'm not going to argue with the lies. You can tell them all day long. What I'm going to do is what I always do. I'm going to bring factual evidence, factual proof, and I'm going to put it in the world, in the eyes of everybody, and that includes my own faults in it. I'm going to do that because Allah said in the Quran, Kunu shuhada walau ala anfusikum. Be you witnesses, even if it be against your own selves. Stand up for truth. Truth, factual truth. I don't want to live in lies because that's a prison. I've done that for years. I'll be your teacher. Gekinu amalge wigime is a school, right? Gekinu amalge winene is what I am. I'm a person that teaches lessons. My Ojibwe girl. And my Ojibwe brothers who fucking don't know anything and continually play this game with me. And I fucking have to humiliate you over and fucking over again. You've not fucking put me on my knees, any of you men with this. You've not fucking killed me. You've not fucking set me up to put me in jail. You've not fucking set me up to anything. Slander? What? Go ahead, slander. You're fucking liars and you're uneducated. I'm not talking about all of you. I'm talking about my enemies, the ones who set out after me foolishly, and I put on blast. Why do you think they don't bother me online anymore, people? They fucking know I'm smart. I'm not like them. I just don't react. I wait. I go mind my own business and I forget about you, but all the time, I'm being helped. I'm gathering things and I'm finding things. And I'm just not gathering them just to use them. If you start your shit again, boom. You've seen it happen. I don't have to fucking say it don't happen. You've seen it happen over and over again. I am smart, but I am foolish and I'm stupid and I'm human too because I do fucking socialize with you people. Some of you, not all of you. Some of you, I'm talking about these people in particular I'm beefing with, supposedly. You're beefing with me, but you lose constantly. Get over it. Go find fucking lives. Get over it. You're not fucking smart. You're not fucking brave. You're not fucking strong. You're built to do what? Fucking get in groups and fucking try to jump people. And you're so stupid, you're trying to fucking set someone up who's a lot smarter than you. I don't fall into those, I'm going to argue back and hit you. Oh, see what he did. I don't do that shit. I don't fall into that. What are you going to do really against a person who won't fight you like that? What are you going to do? That's my question to you. What kind of fucking warrior are you? You can't fight with this, people. You can't fight with this. You don't have any of that. And if you do, it's filled with fucking emotion and flame. That shit don't fucking work. All it does is burn your own house down. Don't you fucking get that? You like playing with fire? You know what they say, you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. A lot of you already have. I'm still here. Some of you aren't. That's all I gotta say. And if you are here, and if you do get a lesson out of this shit, that's all I wish for you. I don't have to beef. I don't have to bring names. I never will. I don't care about that part. The police report, I'm even going to get that for that particular situation. I'm going to get that. And if this continues to go somewhere, I'm going to broadcast that shit, but I'm going to take her name out of it. I'm not going to embarrass her kids. I love her kids. Her daughters, they're my little cousins. I found out that was my cousin. And you want to steal my property and fucking start shit and say, my mom, your fucking mom and all. I'm not tolerating that. You will never talk to me personally one-on-one again in your life. Accept that. And the rest of you, I wish you well. For all my friends, all the people who've supported me, I love you. There's many intelligent people, many soft-hearted, open-minded people that I've met all over the place. You see me. I'm willing to shake hands. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to learn. But for those people conniving and setting off to do harm and backbiting and stuff, if you enter my sphere or if you cross my path, if it's willed by him for that to be so and you go to war with me, you'll lose. Any way you bring it, you'll lose. Even my son's mother and my fucking daughter's mother. Over time, they will lose. Everyone's seen how I've been fighting to get back to my son for years now. When my son gets of age, if my son is allowed to get that far by the Creator, he's going to know. He's going to see evidence. He's going to see paperwork. He's going to see proof. And if I'm still alive, he's going to see me, and I'm not going to diss or damn her. But all that stuff will be presented to him, and he'll make up his own mind to see how a person's conniving, spiteful, nasty, evil, ugly, court records, everything. He'll see that for himself. And I'm not going to say a word. All I'm going to say to my son is, I love you, and I'm here. If you want to argue, go talk to her. And for my daughter, it'll be the same thing. This is 50-50. I'm getting out of here. I got things to do, real things to do. But I'm back into the shadows. I'm not on Facebook. So I just did this for me. And I did this for a lesson for whoever will listen, and that's it. So I got things to do, people. You know what, Bigish? Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you, and I wish you well.